Hello friends, welcome to this new video on expansion of liquids. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the effects of heating on liquids, observe the changes which occur when a liquid is heated, and appreciate the uses of expansion of liquids. When a pot or kettle is filled to the brim with water, the water will spill out when it is heated. This is because water expands when heated. In general, most liquids expand when heated and contract when cooled. In this part of our lesson, we will observe the expansion and contraction of water. A glass flask containing colored water is placed in a beaker of hot water. Soon after, the liquid level is seen to rise. We conclude that the colored water expands when heated by the hot water. The flask is then placed in a beaker of ice water. This time, the liquid level is seen to drop. This is because the colored water in the flask contracts when it is cooled by the iced water. One example of expansion and contraction of liquids occurs in a thermometer. As the temperature rises, the liquid in the bulb expands and so rises up the narrow tube, which is calibrated to fixed points. For example, 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. The addition of energy makes particles in the liquid move further apart and therefore causing expansion. In this part of our presentation, we will have a look at expansion of gases. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the effects of heating of gases, observe the changes which occur when a gas is heated, and appreciate the use of expansion of gases. We will consider a cake dough which has been inserted in an oven. As the dough is heated, air bubbles trapped inside the dough gain heat and expand, creating holes in the cake. This causes the cake to rise. In general, gases expand when heated and contract when cooled. In this part of our lesson, we will observe the expansion and contraction of air. A flask containing only air is heated. As you have seen in the previous experiment, the drop of colored water is seen to rise up the tube. This is because when the flask is heated, the air inside it expands and pushes the drop of water upwards. When the flask is placed in a container of ice, the air contracts and the drop of colored water is seen to drop. An example is a hot air balloon. Heating the air makes it expand and decreases its density, making the balloon rise. Let's now tackle some questions. A bolt is very tight on a nut. Which of the following is most likely to free it? A. Cooling the nut. B. Heating the nut. C. Both A and B. Or D. None of the above. Yes, the answer is B, of course. Heating it will facilitate the separation of the nut from the bolt. An iron disc with a hole in it is heated. Will the diameter of the hole increase, decrease, or stay the same? Yes, of course, answer is A. It will increase. Let's move on to question 3. Why does a bimetallic strip curve when it is heated? The two metal strips have different rates of expansion, so they have different lengths when heated. What is a common application of a bimetallic strip? It can be used as a switch in a thermostat. So, the things to remember on thermal expansion of liquids and gases are: expansion and contraction also occur in liquids and gases. Expansion of liquids and gases can be helpful in our everyday life. That's all for today's lesson, friends. See you next time for more fun.